Well, it's a pleasure to be here to make this exhibition. So maybe I'll start with just talking about the process, and then I can gradually kind of get into a little bit more detail about why I'm making these works. All these works were made in Berlin, and the way I usually start with the paintings is to work on a computer, and sometimes small drawings to actually make the work. And I'll have maybe several ideas for paintings on the computer that over time I'll kind of filter through and maybe make a decision about whether work's suitable for going to the next level to be made as a painting. Although these, in a way, some of the work they are like objects. It's not so clear what these objects are. So there's an ambiguity about the content in a way. And I think with this narrow language, it allows me to really try things out. I'm not trying to be a fashionable artist or to deal with the more contemporary issues in painting. It's really looking back, and it's also looking at now, and it's looking about where this goes. This is made very similar to how the paintings are made. I use a stencil. So if you can imagine, everything that is white on this wall would be a tape. So if you imagine all the white would be a black tape covered over, and then what I would do is then I'd put the gold on top of everything and then remove the tape that would expose the gold as we see it now. With these, obviously, as you move through this room, the light will start to pick up the different areas of the wall drawing. The idea of making the wall work in the space is that, you really are part of the space. It's not something that's being brought to the space, it is part of the space. And the idea of this work being a momentary thing, I really like that it, in a way, when you see it, you get to see it, and then it's gone, and then it's in the memory. It's an experience. And I think the idea of art being this, momentary thing is, it's quite special in a way. Maybe you see one exhibition, and this will be the only chance you'll get to see it. Maybe like the show here of Lucian Freud. It's just, like, how often are you ever going to get to see that without maybe traveling, but to see all those works, and you think, wow, what a great privilege to have that possibility. So I think art can be permanent, it can also be temporary, and it lives on somehow.